That is so cool.
Oh my God, look at that.
So cool.
Wow.
In the heart of YowaYowa, Queensland, a fascinating transition between traditional opal mining and futuristic digital commerce unfolds. The Digi Diggers, a team of brave miners, have started an ambitious project to bridge the physical and digital worlds. In the rugged, sun-scorched landscapes of YowaYowa, where the earth whispers secrets of eons past, the Digi Diggers went on a quest not just for opal, but for a gateway to a new realm, the Metaverse. Amid the dust, the sweat, and the relentless toil of opal mining, a discovery was made that glittered with the promise of more than just wealth. It sparkled with potential. This was no ordinary gemstone unearthed. It was a large, mesmerizing crystal opal, a jewel that could potentially finance their bold dream. Mining for opals is not for the faint-hearted. It is a dance with uncertainty, a gamble where nature conceals her treasures, revealing them only to the most persistent and hardy. The Digi Diggers, a seasoned group of miners, were well acquainted with this game of chance. Yet, on that fateful day, as they dug through the fragile, yielding earth, their tools struck something unlike anything they had encountered before.
Just thickened up. Look at that. Boom.
Wow.
Just hit a bit of a pocket of crystal. What I'm doing is I'm just coming in above it, and I'm gonna try and break it off in the largest section that it can, just so there's no chance of it breaking. And if it is bigger than what I suspect, then we're capturing the whole section.
The rough exterior belied the beauty within, a crystal opal of stunning clarity and vibrant colors that danced in the light like captured auroras. The timing of this discovery was crucial. The miners were racing against the clock, with the knowledge that extreme weather was on the horizon, threatening to shut down the mining season prematurely. In this context, every minute and every opal counted, but this particular gem was different. It was not merely another stone to be cataloged and sold. It was their golden ticket, their entry passes into the futuristic world of the Metaverse, where they envisioned setting up an online store to showcase and sell their finds to a global audience. The excitement among the Digi Diggers was palpable. "This is going to get us to the Metaverse," they exclaimed, their voices a mix of disbelief and exhilaration. The potential of the opal was immediately apparent, going beyond its material value.
Whoa, check out this, Lisa.
Wow. Whoa.
Far out, look at those
Green
colors.
and red. Wow, it's like a
Oh my God,
big
it's
piece of
amazing.
It represented a bridge between the tangible labor of their daily grind and the intangible, yet boundless possibilities of digital commerce. However, the journey from the rugged mines to the digital storefront was filled with challenges. The material surrounding the newly discovered opal was described as very soft and can fracture, a reminder of the delicate balance required in opal mining. The extraction process had to be handled with utmost care to preserve the integrity and the full value of the opal. Every chip, every crack could diminish its worth, potentially derailing their plans. As they extracted the opal, the miners faced a financial dilemma. The true value of such a rare gem could easily run into thousands, but the urgency of their situation and the upcoming closure of the mining season pressured them to consider selling it for less than its worth. They needed the funds not just for their sustenance, but to invest in the infrastructure required to launch their Metaverse store. It was a classic miner's conundrum, holding out for a potential fortune or securing immediate, albeit reduced, returns to fund future ventures. In their discussions, there was a constant weighing of options. "What do you think we can get for this?" one pondered, hoping for a windfall. Yet the reality of their financial crunch was never far from their minds, leading to a resigned, "It's going to hurt just getting $1,000 for it, but what's worth more?" Ultimately, they decided to sell the opal to Rob, a friend and fellow miner from YowaYowa, who understood their plight. Negotiations were tense, reflecting the desperation and the high stakes involved. They needed at least $1,000 to finalize their plans for the Metaverse, a sum that seemed both a pittance for such a magnificent opal and a necessity to achieve their dreams. The sale, though bittersweet, marked a turning point. it underscored a crucial lesson that goes beyond the gritty reality of opal mining.
I think he's got what we call opal fever. Solar opal.
Sometimes, the immediate need to fund a larger vision necessitates sacrifices. For the Digi Diggers, this opal was more than just a beautiful gem. It was a stepping stone to a new frontier, the Metaverse, where the digital and physical converge, creating unprecedented opportunities for miners to become pioneers in a virtual gold rush. This gem, this remarkable crystal opal, was indeed their ticket to the Metaverse, not just financially, but as a symbol of innovation and the audacity to dream big. It was a testament to the fact that even in the dustiest, most labor-intensive environments, there are sparks of opportunity that, if seized, can lead to extraordinary places. In the vast, untamed wilderness of the Australian outback, a group of daring visionaries known as the Digi Diggers sought to carve out a new frontier not just in the Earth, but in the digital expanse of the Metaverse.
It's new beginnings, and it's the first stone, it's the first opal being sold on the Metaverse.
I mean, I'm always a little wary being the first. Sometimes it doesn't work.
This is very true. Well, I appreciate your insight, Jesse. And I see a lot of potential and a lot of history here.
Their goal was bold yet clear: to establish an online Metaverse store, a virtual marketplace where the rare and beautiful opals they unearthed could be showcased and sold to a global audience. This vision was not merely about keeping pace with digital trends. It was a bold reimagining of the gem trade, a revolution in how precious stones, particularly opals, were perceived and purchased. The concept of a Metaverse store represented a seismic shift from traditional gem marketing and sales strategies. Typically, opals would be displayed in physical stores or conventional online platforms, where their mesmerizing play of color could only be appreciated through glass or static images. The Digi Diggers, however, envisioned something far more interactive and immersive. They imagined a platform where buyers from any corner of the world could virtually step into an outback mine, feel the dusty ambience, and experience the thrill of discovering opals as if they were there in person. This virtual store was to be more than just a digital catalog of gems. It was conceived as an experiential space that mirrored the allure and mystique of a physical opal shop, but extended beyond geographical and physical limitations. Here, customers could engage with the opals in a dynamic environment, examining each gem's unique properties from multiple angles, learning about its origin, and understanding the painstaking efforts involved in its excavation and preparation.
The Metaverse Dream is going to allow us to have a virtual presence, and it's going to allow people to engage with our opals. Getting in early, it's going to put us ahead of the pack when it comes to opals and jewelry.
The Metaverse, a collective virtual shared space created by the convergence of virtually enhanced physical reality and physically persistent virtual spaces, offered untapped market potential. For commodities like opals, which are as much about the story and experience as they are about the aesthetic, the Metaverse could provide a storytelling platform unlike any other. Customers could witness the journey of an opal from the rugged outback to the craftsperson's table and finally to the market, all within a seamlessly integrated virtual experience. The Digi Diggers recognized that by tapping into this technology, they could go beyond traditional marketing limitations. The virtual store wouldn't just display opals, it would sell stories, adventures, and the heritage of Australian opal mining. Each opal could be accompanied by interactive content such as videos of the mining process, interviews with the miners, and documentaries about the cultural and geological significance of opal mining in Australia. This depth of engagement was something that no conventional store could offer. To bring this vision to fruition, significant technical and logistical challenges needed to be addressed. The Digi Diggers had to navigate the complexities of creating high-fidelity 3D models of each opal, ensuring that the virtual representations were as close to the real thing as possible. They discussed the complexities of lighting and angle to best capture the opal's mesmerizing color play, which is known for its ability to show different colors when viewed from different angles. Moreover, the virtual store needed to be user-friendly and accessible. It had to accommodate customers unfamiliar with Metaverse technologies.
Well, we've been building like crazy. We've spent all our credit on this virtual shop, and when we're out.
Yeah, no, we need this metaverse set up and ready for the sale. So we need to find some more opal.
Exactly.
Providing them with a simple, intuitive interface that could run on standard computers and VR headsets. Ensuring security and trust in transactions was also of utmost importance, as dealing with high-value items like opals required robust cybersecurity measures. The establishment of a Metaverse store by the Digi Diggers was set to have a broader impact on the gem trade and e-commerce. By pioneering this new sales avenue, they were setting a precedent that could lead to broader adoption of the Metaverse for retail purposes across various sectors. The implications for global trade were vast, with the potential to minimize the carbon footprint associated with traveling to distant markets and reducing the need for physical retail spaces. The vision of the Digi Diggers to craft a Metaverse store was a bold leap into the future of commerce. It was a fusion of tradition and innovation, where the ancient art of mining meets the cutting-edge technology of virtual reality. By bringing the unique beauty of opals to a global audience through this revolutionary platform, the Digi Diggers were not just selling gems. They were expanding the horizons of what is possible in the digital age, making the world a smaller, more connected, and more wondrous place. The journey of the Digi Diggers, though fueled by dreams and the shimmer of a rare opal, was filled with substantial challenges. At the core of their journey was a striking paradox, a gemstone that could potentially unlock vast opportunities, yet was dangerously nestled in a matrix of soft, easily fractured material. This delicate condition of the opal mirrored the Digi Diggers' own precarious financial situation, underscoring the high stakes and the high risks involved in their venture into the metaverse. In the rugged world of opal mining, finding a potentially valuable opal can be a game-changer. For the Digi Diggers, the discovery of a large crystal opal in the harsh outback of YowaYowa was a moment of triumph laced with tension.
We also got this stone too. How gorgeous is that?
That's insane. It literally has all the colors: red, blue, purple, pink, green.
Yeah, this is a bit of opalized wood, so it's a fossil.
The opal's beauty was undeniable, its colors vibrant and enchanting, capable of captivating any collector or gem enthusiast. However, its encasement in a fragile, soft matrix posed a significant risk. Every attempt to extract or even handle the gem could lead to fractures, reducing its aesthetic and monetary value. This scenario is not uncommon in the world of precious stones, where the value can go down as quickly as it is realized. The Digi Diggers faced a delicate balancing act: how to extract maximum value from their find while navigating the inherent risks of damaging their prize. This challenge was a stark reminder of the unpredictability and the often unforgiving nature of opal mining. The financial stakes were high. The Digi Diggers had grand plans to establish a Metaverse store, a virtual storefront where they could showcase and sell their opals to a global audience. However, such technological ventures require capital, and capital was precisely what the Digi Diggers were short on. The initial hope was that the opal could fetch thousands, a sum that would comfortably cover the technological investments needed for their Metaverse project. However, reality is a bit hard. Despite the potential value of the opal, the immediate financial needs of the group led them to consider selling it for far less than its possible market value. This decision was emblematic of a common dilemma faced by many in resource-driven trades: the need to liquidate assets quickly to fund ongoing or future projects, even if it means accepting lower returns. The financial resolution came in the form of Rob, a fellow miner and friend from YowaYowa. The Digi Diggers' negotiation with Rob was more than a business transaction. It was a plea for understanding and support. They needed at least $1,000 to finalize their Metaverse setup, a modest amount for a rare opal but a critical sum for their digital ambitions.
Probably, yeah, maybe off you 7. How would you feel about that?
Well, we really need a grant to finish this Metaverse. I mean, we don't want to beg you here either, you know.
No. We won't come to that.
Yeah.
Rob's response to their situation highlighted the camaraderie and the unspoken code of support often found among those who share the same rugged lifestyle and challenges. Understanding their predicament, Rob agreed to the price, thus securing the funds the Digi Diggers needed to advance their project. This act of solidarity was a testament to the community spirit that exists in the mining regions. The agreement with Rob was a crucial step, but it was just the beginning. The funds obtained were earmarked for a pioneering project, the creation of a Metaverse store. This venture was not just about selling opals, it was about revolutionizing how these gems were marketed and enjoyed worldwide. The Digi Diggers aimed to leverage cutting-edge technology to create a virtual reality experience that could showcase the natural beauty of opals in an immersive, interactive digital environment. The technical challenges were daunting. Developing a metaverse presence required not only funds, but a blend of technical expertise, innovative thinking, and a deep understanding of both the gemstone market and digital consumer behavior. The Digi Diggers were charting unknown territory, attempting to fuse the ancient allure of opals with the modern marvel of virtual reality technology. In a perfect fusion of the ancient and the avant-garde, the Digi Diggers' remarkable opal underwent a transformation that epitomized both the art of jewelry making and the innovations of modern technology. This transformation gave rise to the Knight Pendant, a name that evokes images of valor and splendor, befitting the grandeur of the piece itself. More than just a piece of jewelry, the Knight was a masterpiece, showcasing the careful craftsmanship and the creative vision that went into its creation. The journey of the Knight Pendant began with the raw, ethereal beauty of the crystal opal discovered by the Digi Diggers. To transform this raw gem into a marketable and breathtaking piece of art, it requires the skilled hands and imaginative minds of seasoned jewelers. Enter Matthew and Adrian, artisans from Brisbane, whose expertise in jewelry design and fabrication would play a crucial role in realizing the vision for the Knight.
Wow.
So on top of that amazing opal that's in there, obviously, there's almost 80 diamonds. There's aquamarines, sapphires, and the pieces in 18 karat yellow and white gold.
The crafting of the Knight Pendant was no small feat. It involved over 200 hours of meticulous labor, an endeavor of patience and precision. The pendant featured almost 80 diamonds, aquamarines, and sapphires, each carefully selected and placed to complement the opal's natural allure. These gems were set in a sophisticated arrangement of 18 karat yellow and white gold, creating a striking contrast that enhanced the opal's vibrant play of color. Each choice in the design process was deliberate, aimed at highlighting the unique properties of the opal while ensuring that the pendant stood out as an emblem of luxury and rarity. The commitment of Matthew and Adrian to this project was evident in their willingness to travel over 1,000 kilometers to deliver the pendant. This journey was not just about transportation. It was a critical step in marrying the physical craft of jewelry making with the digital aspirations of the Digi Diggers. Upon arrival, the jewelers undertook the complex process of conducting a 3D scan of the pendant. This was a crucial aspect, as it ensured that the digital twin of the Knight was as detailed and impressive as the physical piece itself. The 3D scanning process represented a perfect blend of traditional craftsmanship and cutting-edge technology. It was a step that allowed the tangible craftsmanship of the pendant to be translated into a virtual format that could be admired and purchased in the metaverse. This digital representation needed to capture not just the look, but the essence of the pendant, reflecting its physical allure in a way that was both accurate and captivating. The creation of the Knight Pendant and its digital counterpart was strategically designed to appeal to a diverse audience. On one hand, it catered to traditional opal enthusiasts and luxury jewelry collectors, those who appreciated the tangible beauty and complex workmanship of high-end jewelry. On the other hand, it targeted the tech-savvy buyers of the metaverse, a growing market of consumers interested in the fusion of digital art and real-world luxury items. This dual appeal was crucial. The physical pendant offered something irreplaceably authentic, a piece of the Earth's beauty crafted into a form that could be worn and cherished. Meanwhile, the digital twin opened up new possibilities for how jewelry could be experienced and enjoyed.
This is a very big moment for us as well, so yeah, thank you.
All right, guys, we'll see you later.
We'll hit you up when we've got the Metarock #2.
In the metaverse, owners of the digital Knight could showcase it in virtual galleries or use it as a luxury asset in digital interactions, expanding the traditional boundaries of how jewelry is perceived and utilized. In a bold leap into the future of commerce, the Digi Diggers launched their Metaverse store with the high-stakes sale of the Knight Pendant. This event was more than just a commercial transaction. It was a crucial moment that tested the viability of an entirely new selling platform. Through this innovative venture, the Digi Diggers not only sought to redefine the gem market, but also aimed to establish a benchmark for how luxury items could be marketed and sold in virtual environments. The Metaverse store crafted by the Digi Diggers was a sophisticated simulation of a real-world boutique, tailored to the unique demands of digital commerce. The virtual environment was carefully designed to ensure that customers could engage with the products in an immersive and interactive manner. As visitors navigated through the digital space, they encountered the Knight Pendant, displayed with such realism that it seemed almost tangible. This level of detail was crucial, allowing customers to examine the complex craftsmanship of the pendant up close, observing the shimmer of the opal, the precision of the gem settings, and the quality of the gold, just as they would in a physical store. This immersive experience was key to bridging the gap between traditional shopping and the digital marketplace, making the virtual feel as engaging and reliable as the physical. By replicating the tactile elements of shopping in a virtual world, the Digi Diggers enhanced customer trust and satisfaction, which are critical in high-value transactions like those involving luxury jewelry. Setting the price at $42,000, the Digi Diggers adopted an aggressive pricing strategy that reflected the exclusivity of the Knight Pendant and the innovative nature of the Metaverse platform.
The price is $42,000. Yeah, what do you think?
This pricing was not just about the inherent value of the pendant, but also about positioning the product within the luxury segment in a relatively untested market. The high price underscored the rarity and the exquisite craftsmanship of the pendant, while also testing the waters for luxury sales in the digital realm. The negotiation process in the Metaverse was a dramatic and tense affair, reflective of the high stakes involved. Buyers in the Metaverse were not just purchasing a piece of jewelry, they were investing in a piece of history, the first high-value opal to be sold in a virtual world. This aspect added a layer of complexity to the negotiations, as the buyers had to weigh the traditional aspects of valuation with the novel context of the Metaverse. The successful sale of the Knight Pendant was a significant milestone for the Digi Diggers. It served as a proof of concept, validating their belief in the Metaverse as a viable platform for conducting real, valuable transactions. This sale was not merely about transferring ownership of a luxury item. It was about displaying the potential of the Metaverse to host complex, high-stakes commercial activities.